give an update on Troncase. Apparently, they heard what we said the first time, so they said they want to make it right. They want to give you Troncase 2.0. 2.0, huh? Troncase 2.0.
I ain't with it.
I know a famous rapper said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me."
My grandma said that, Mo.
I know. My mama said it. My mama and my daddy said it too. But you know, J. Cole said it. I just wanted to, you know.
George Bush tried to say it too, but he kind of messed it up. He forgot what he was supposed to say.
Right.
He fumbled the bag on that one. I don't know what George Bush was wrong.
Fool me once, shame on me.
Oh, that's horrible.
Fool me. You can't fool me again.
Hey, it's hard to get the words. It's hard to get the words out when you're lying.
Right.
Women lie, men lie, but the numbers don't in the contract.
Exactly.
Hey, D'Angelo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You caught that early that morning. I seen you put it in the live, and then Elise was like, "Bro, get everything you can out of that thing." So, big ups to you, bro. Hey, I would draw like 12,000 coins out of there, almost $1,000. So, hey, you put that in my pocket.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I wish I could have got some more of the masses before it burned all of us. But you know, it happened so quickly. You know, they got us in the middle of the early morning, middle of the night time frame.
Right. And for me, it's like, okay, yeah, you want to save face now because the creators want to. We see with this one, those guys was in front of the camera so much. With us posting this like Troncase being a rug pull, they're like, oh well, we got to save face. Let's do a 2.0. We ain't gonna give you your money back, but we gonna give you another chance to put your money back in, so we can bust you across your head.
Exactly.
They must gonna have a gun when they do that. You ain't gonna be up around me with that one.
I'm trying to tell you. So we still just giving everybody a chance to fall off up in here.
Yeah, they definitely trying.
They said our video was off. They said our video got all over Twitter. That's why they got a 2.0. It's like this Troncase is something that is like, okay.
It's crazy. We just posted a video yesterday. Got
Right.
2,000 views, and it's all over Twitter.
Yeah.
All over. People's posting on their Instagram page too. So.
So it's almost like I go to a mechanic to get my car fixed. He don't fix the car. I catch him, and I say, and the mechanic says, "Man, just bring it back. I'll go ahead and fix it the right way this time." No. Just gonna give me my money back, and I'm gonna go somewhere else. You done already had your shot.
Right, and you paid them already, and you get your car back, and it's worse off.
I'm trying to tell you, that's exactly what they're doing. I guess the video didn't kind of spread it a little further than I imagined. I didn't think it was all over Twitter. But, you know, and just like everybody else, we supported it. Like, when we put it out there, we knew it was a platform that wouldn't be around, like, at any time it can go down. High risk, high reward. We understood that. But anytime an account or a smart contract goes straight to zero in a matter of a night, in the morning.
In the works.
Oh yeah, that was a good old clean rug pull.
It was definitely in the works.
Yes. And there's and I'm not gonna bash anybody out there that is more knowledgeable or seem to be more knowledgeable than the guys here in Unbroken. But I don't care how, if it was, the creator or developer, or if it was those who were whales in this project, a rug pull is a rug pull. If a balance goes to zero that fast, that if like simulate doing a rug pull, it's very quick, swift, and it's gonna happen really fast. And that's exactly what happened. No matter how it came about, whether it was specified, how some people are saying, it was just people panicking. It still occurred, you know. And right now, you can't even deposit into the contract if you wanted to, and it's still functioning in the same manner. So the contract is different, or I'm not sure if it had an expiration. I don't know what occurred, but there was a fault somewhere. There was some type of backdoor, something going on. Um, but yeah, they certainly got a lot of people. They won't get me again.
They definitely won't get me again. Because like I said, it's like a mechanic. You go to take your car to a mechanic, you catch him, and he didn't fix your car the right way, and now he bringing it back. But in this case, you bring the car back to the mechanic, and he want to charge you again. I mean, I've been a part of one coin or a couple coins that's, bottom out. But when I was in their community, those people gave the community time to get their coins, what they invested off of the program. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not gonna call his name, but it was a coin that we was all in, and it went down. And when we was in the community, they said that their developers, the development team called COVID, we're giving you guys $10 to pull all of your money out of this coin, and then we're going to shut it down. And that's what they did. They allowed their community to pull the money out. The ones that was really active in the community was able to get their money out. And then from some of the people that wasn't able to get their money out, I think they gave them a chance to get refunded. I don't know how that worked out, but I do know once they put that information in there, they gave you 10 days to get your money out.
I'll call the coin out for you, Mo, if you don't want to call it out. It was Rocky.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yep, Rocky. Clever. They let you know in their community, hey, 10 days, we're going to give y'all 10 days to pull your money out. This is what's going on. And they gave us those 10 days. And on that 11th day, then if you did have money in there, like Mo said, they gave you, trying to give you refunds and stuff, but we were smart and we pulled it out. So I would have respected this scenario way much better if they would have allowed us time to get our coins out.
Right. If they were, and then it was already risky too, right? And we know this. You know what I'm saying? We just doing a review on their platform, and we just trying to show people, this is what happens sometimes, and especially right now, crypto, it's kind of like the wild, wild west. And we knew the risk, but like we said, you go straight to zero in a night. That's just what it is. There's no sugarcoating it.
I want to clarify one thing, because I've seen a lot of people in the comments saying that it was a panic sale, and people were a panic sale basically is when you see whales pulling out or taking profit, but you're never going to see the balance go to zero, and that's why you can determine that it's a rug pull. If people are panic selling because something's going down, the liquidity pool will never drain to zero.
Right, because you got to think about it.
I just want to put that out there. I know.
So let's take this for example. If it was a panic sale, if you go into the Telegram, and you can still see these same messages in their Telegram, there were people that said, "Oh, I just invested 30,000 Tron, 60,000 Tron. I just took off my referrals and put my referrals back into the Troncase." So it's not like there wouldn't have been some money left in there. You know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
I have to wait at least 30 days to get my initial investment back. So for all these people who did their redepositing of their rewards, or people who are just finally getting into it and redepositing or doing their first initial deposit, yeah, you would have seen a big fall off if the whales would have pulled out. Yeah, most likely, for sure. I can agree with that. but it wouldn't have went straight to zero. It'd have probably been like 100,000 left up in there. Still, people wouldn't have been able to get it, but it still would have been some Tron on that smart contract shown. And if you guys would have been in our conversation group with when we was talking about it, we literally looked at it from a Saturday to a Sunday, and it went from 53 to 43. We woke up the next morning, I put it up again, and I was like, dang, this thing at 4. And then my guy Chris, next thing you know, Chris comes in at about 9 in the morning, straight to 0.
Mm-hmm. And D'Angelo was posting about it too, leading up to those days, because you know he was following where you can tell that some money was being taken out, but it really wasn't like a crazy outright number to make you be like, hold up. It's like they were doing it on the slide, like they were just doing bits and pieces, moving here and there, just enough, just to not to grab any attention or make too much noise, and then all of a sudden it just went to 0.
And now they hit you with a, hey, you guys, we're going to show you where all of the transactions went. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you a Troncase 2 reinvest some more money.
Just get my money and we good.
Yeah, that's it. Why you want to do a whole nother one and say, oh, it was faulty code, we didn't expect for it to get. Man, you had 199,000 participants. And you talking about, so on the 2.0, we know it was based on the community panic sale. That's why it went all to 0. How can it go all to 0? Because if I put money in, and I'm gonna say this again, if I put my money in, I can't get my initial deposit back at least for 30 days. You have to have access to some special type of code to pull all the money out.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's 100% correct. You cannot withdraw enough to shut down the entire platform. That was one of the key factors in the Troncase program to stop whales from killing the program. You have to wait 130 days to be able to get back your entire investment plus 300%. So for them to say just to go to 0 with all the Tron just like that is bogus. Yeah. Someone hit a panic button somewhere and cleared the entire thing out, because it's impossible for the whales or anybody to get all their Tron out all at once. And in this case, it happened within a matter of hours.
Right.
Right. It really had like an anti-whale feature, because you can only withdraw 4 million Tron at a time. It was max withdrawal and max deposit, you know, so it was already an anti-whale type feature in there, you know, that was like a fail-safe. But unbeknownst to us, the general user, you know, they were able to take more than that out, obviously, you know, large lump sums. But I want to go back to kind of what Moody was saying. You know, what I realize is this: there's probably some people still that don't know that Troncase is at 0 balance. Most general users in the Troncase platform likely don't even know how to read a smart contract, or even know how to go into the Tron scan and see the balance of Troncase. So I guarantee you there's people right now that's making a deposit in the Troncase and don't know that it's 0 balance. And that's what's crazy, because you can try to make a deposit right now and that balance is going to say 0. It's not going to say $5. If you put $5 worth of Tron, that transaction is likely going to go from your wallet to whoever else's wallet that caused this panic sale or this fail safe to fall through, and go straight to that large wallet that we pulled up last time. So it's something going on. I mean, they done ran off with the money, they ran off with the bag, and now they're trying to create a Troncase 2.0. And we referred to this in the last video. Like, we showed that, you know, the creator of Troncase had 2 smart contracts. One that was currently in place, the verified one, and then there was another one that was unverified. I'm not gonna say that unverified one is gonna be Troncase 2.0, but they will use another contract. You're not gonna get that money back. They're not gonna start. They may use the same website and everything, but the contract will be replaced, and you will not continue to earn those returns that you still see going up, because that's just numbers. You're not actually collecting any Tron. You're not collecting any Tron. You go to try and withdraw that right now, you're gonna waste your energy and bandwidth and transaction fees. So
right, that's it. Because if I look at it, like we pulled our wallet up right now, and if you look at it right now, guess what? It's still turning. If you go back, and I wish I could share my wallet, but I don't want y'all to see all my little bit of change. But
and real quick, this is like awareness on like the Troncase 2.0 being a scam. Why? Because you have to understand how a scam works. Like, they already did it with the first Tron, right? You're gonna invest into it, and you might get your money back in the first 30 days, right? But they had Troncase running for about a good solid 5 to 6 months, right? So they're gonna make you feel like they're gonna make you want to trust them and feel like, oh, okay, well, I can continue to do this and gain passive income each month. And then when it becomes another rug pull, that's when they're just gonna go to a whole different platform. So you just got to be aware of the things that can happen in this crypto space, and just try to join groups. You can also join us so that you can be aware and educate yourself the proper way.
And then right now, so I was able to go to the web page. Right now, there is still a contribution button, and it still says for your upline, and you just need your referral code, right? But it is still active. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure they're not gonna use this same one or whatever, right? Okay. So yeah, it's not active anymore. But what they're gonna do is hit you with the Troncase 2.0. They're trying to show it like, hey, they're being transparent by showing you guys all of where the wallet's been, or what the money has went to, and then they're gonna give you a Ryu uppercut in about 3-4 more months, like they did with this first one, and take all your coins. You know, so I'm not gonna tell you not to do it, but I know it'd be shame on you if you get you a second time. I say that.
Tell you what, I would advise that if anybody gets involved in any other small contract, whether it be Troncase 2 or whatever, take your profits. Take your profits as soon as they're available and pull them away, put them in a stable coin, put them in your wallet, whatever. All this waiting a month and compounding, forget that. Because the more you compound, the more they got access to your bag. Get your profits, secure them.
And you shouldn't have to put in an initial investment and wait 30 days just to get that initial investment back. You should be, it's platforms, for example, MoonSwap, Uniswap, where you could put your money in, and if you want to take all your investment back plus what you made that next day off of the APY, you can do it. Don't and like I said, these type of programs are high risk, high reward. So we did know at one point, yes, this could go under. Right. But it would have been different if it would have just went under, yes, of a panic sale. But for it to shoot straight to zero, and then for them to come out with a 2.0 because they've seen our little video everywhere, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it with, you couldn't force me to do it. I wouldn't take a person that I hate account and do it. I would not be a fool.
Yeah.
So
because you already know what the end is.
Right.
So, nah.
They gonna run it back for another 3-4 more months, and then they gonna get enough in there again. And like I said, they gonna hit you with that Chun-Li 1,000 kicks.
Hey, no, look at the numbers though. Like how I kind of believe it was playing from the beginning once they got to a certain amount of people contributing. Like that 199, that 199,000 people, that's so obviously close to 200,000 people.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what I agree with you.
The closer they got to that number, that's when we started to see those backdoor transactions slowly, and they grew and they grew and they grew, and then just one morning we woke up, they just took off. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you.
That you right about that, Frank.
Yep. I was gonna say real quick. The reason I want to say this, Frank, is you made me remember something. If you remember, the program had all these incentives based on the number of people participating in the program. And so they wanted all of us to basically bring more people in to hit those numbers, so our percentages would go up. All these different benchmark people hit as it grew. So right as you said, Frank, they was setting us up for the uppercut. It was in a rope doping like Muhammad Ali, and oh wow, they wasn't hurt at all. They was on the ropes faking.
Man, what?
And yep. Oh man.
Hey Frank, you hit the nail on the head, because the closer it got to that 1 billion contributions of Tron, yeah, and then it started to really expedite how fast that the balance started to go down. So it was like, it's obvious now, but yeah, they hit a lot of people blindsidedly. But I want to say this real quick. Everything that we said prior to this was not financial advice. This is a disclaimer about it. We're not trying to disgrace Troncase by any means in any form, but we just want to inform as many people of what our personal thoughts are, and how we view this thing going forward. We're just trying to protect as many people as we can in the community that follow us and Unbroken, and make sure that they're successful getting into the crypto space, because it's very, the crypto space can do a lot for us, but I don't want them to get into platforms and different. I don't want them to get into platforms like this and be scared away from crypto because they feel like it's a scam. It's a lot of it's a lot of money to be made in this space, and we on the cusp of really digging into it and generating some wealth off of this. So just stick through it. There will be more things like this in crypto because it's so new. It's in its infancy. So just stick with it, and it will certainly get better for you.
And it's like D'Angelo said, to piggyback off of him, this is a learning experience. Just like Chris told us, this is a learning experience, because this is the first time when this happened, a lot of people started saying, man, it started sounding real BitConnect. I wasn't familiar with BitConnect, you know what I mean? So it definitely was a learning experience for me as well. And like I said, this is crypto. It's almost like it is fairly new, so it's like you're beta testing cryptocurrency right now, right? Because everything that can go wrong will go wrong with crypto. I've been a part of this. Would be like, I can't even say, well, Rocket Coin wasn't a rug pull because they gave everybody a chance to pull their money out. But I've been in some projects that bottom out, you know what I mean? So, but this is officially my first rug pull that I was actively in, and there's no telling me that it wasn't a rug pull. And then for you to throw a Tron 2.0
a day later,
after you hear about our video, because we seen a whole bunch of videos go up and people were saying, oh, well, you got to do it this way, and they want to follow this and follow that. Man, you can't tell me everybody sold at the same time.
It's impossible, Mo. It's impossible because it's virtually impossible. Think about it. It started off with 200 days. You deposit your Tron, and you receive your initial investment, and then 300% after you get your initial investment in 200 days. Those days went down as the interest per day went up. So we started out, it was like it started out at 1.2% daily, went to 1.7, topped out at 2.6 before the rug pull. So it's virtually impossible for everybody's contract to end at the same time. And for them to say, I'm not going to redeposit. Following their Discords, following all their social media, that thing was growing minimum a day, 1,000 people.
Yeah.
It had 199,000 participants before the rug pull. And you mean to tell me even 20 whales, if they took their money, which is virtually impossible because all their contracts gonna end at the same time. Even if 20 whales did it in one day, it still should be some TRX in that initial liquidity pool, just based off of how many people were there and how many people, because it was enough time in this thing for people to do at least three full 200 term days. Mm-hmm. So you're talking about millions. Well, no, I'm sorry. You're talking about thousands of people reinvesting their money. 75,000 trons, 100,000 trons, 500,000 trons. Something still should be in that liquidity pool. People still should be able to withdraw to this day.
And that thing grew so fast because I remember the very first Zoom session that we were on, a part of, really learning about Troncase. They only had about 30-some thousand people in it, 20-some thousand people in it. 20-some thousand people in it. It grew that fast from the time we went to the Zoom session up until the other day at 199,000 members. Right. That was quick. So I feel like maybe they thought it was going to be around a long time. They said, you know what, we can just put this crazy number up here. Just like Frank said, it makes perfect sense. We're just going to put 199,000, 200,000 members. Once it gets to this point, contract is going to shut off, everything going to start selling. Or as we get to a number, we sell some. We get to this number, we sell some. Because days leading up to this event, you can see it in the contract, people moving all kind of crazy trying around to these different wallets.
And the funny thing about it, they say it's the community's fault, but the community actually got behind the project.
Yep. And then they turned the comments off. You're right. They turned the comments off because they didn't want to hear the truth.
On July 14th, it was a guy, I forgot the guy's name, but he insisted everybody deposit money inside of the Tron contract to keep it going. They didn't even give us a chance to do that.
Yep.
And at that time when he said that, it was still about 80-some million Tron in there. Yep. So we just were trying to boost. No, it was 40-some million Tron. He said, hey, let's everybody donate 150 Tron. It was so many people on that comment section that said they were going to do it. So if they would have waited till July 14th, people would have actually put an extra 150 Tron in there just to get the total back up to 53 million Tron.
Hey Mo, they want them to do it in Troncase 2.0. That's what that was the whole thought.
That's what it was.
That was the thought process. Yeah. Because they just said in a letter, in one day, which they probably do it in 2 days to make it exactly July 14th. That's when they want you to make the deposit to this new and improved Troncase 2.0.
Yeah, shoot, you ain't finna hit me with that Blanca electric shock again. Hey, listen, don't be no fool, man. It's right there in your face, and this is what we always say: do not ignore the red flags. Because sometimes we ignore the red flags, be like, okay, well, they're giving me a chance to get my money back. But if they was giving you a chance to get your money back, they would have put that money that you already put in into this 2.0 contract instead of making you start from square one.
Exactly. And then
go ahead,
and then one thing I also want y'all to take heed and just look into, if you look at some of the early videos from the master distributors, I think one of the guys' name is Eric and another guy Brady, they were talking about coin swap space, and now coin swap space doesn't even want to acknowledge that Troncase is, they're in any type of cahoots together. They're trying to not even associate with each other. When those guys who created coin swap space were the master distributors in Troncase. They're one and the same. They're one and the same. You can't detach one from the other, because some of those guys in coin swap space, they were some of the whales in Troncase. So yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot.
I think I'm sorry guys for coming in on the presentation late, but there are people that may be listening or watching that are not part of our Discord, correct?
Most definitely.
This
That's right.
Okay, so because we got it on Facebook, correct?
That's right.
Video. Okay, so I want to make sure talking to the audience in general. As we're trying our best as a group to educate people on, you know, the pitfalls and the gotchas in this, you know, DeFi contract, smart contract space, we also want to reiterate, and D'Angelo said it earlier, that these are our own sentiments. These sentiments are based on trial and error. They're based on, you know, different situations where we've lost money, where we've lost product, we've lost investment. We're just trying to help people not fall into the same pitfalls that we did. But at the same time, if you're a person that's a little more risky, and you see, you know, Troncase 2 or whatever as something you might want to put your money in, feel free. Never be afraid to invest in yourself, but always go into these situations with your eyes wide open. That's what we're trying to do, is make sure you have all of the ammunition, all of the what ifs, you know, in the back of your mind. So when if you make this decision going forward to go with a smart contract like Troncase 2 or whatever, that you know what you're kind of getting into. So
just know with Troncase 1, you kind of got hit with the Tiger uppercut. So now if you go to Troncase 2.0, you finna let a Mortal Kombat finish.
unless you get out before they do the swinging.
Yeah. Right. Hey, and I kind of making light of it now because I did lose some money. I lost a pretty little penny. But since my portfolio was diversified, it wasn't a hit. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was money that I got gains off of. And like I said, I'm one of the people I was like, oh man, this is dope. I don't know how long it's gonna be around, but we could take advantage of this right now. You know what I mean?
This is Troncase. Honestly, one of the vehicles I had already said, man, when I retire and I get that bag, I'm gonna throw some in Troncase and then throw some in this and that. And it was one of my projects that I wanted to get, you know, somewhat, you know, as you say, heavy in. Right. So in a way, along with you and probably everybody on this call, we've lost profit, lost investment money, and not necessarily a little bit in some cases, but at least going forward, we know, hey, we're not going to do that again.
Yeah, for sure.
So you know, but it was definitely it hurt more. When I saw Frank posted, when you posted Frank, you said like a eulogy type thing for my baby Troncase. No. Oh man, they hurt bad. I said, oh, not Troncase, man. So yeah.
Hey, I just wanna say this because I was a big advocate of bringing people into the Troncase platform. I let everybody know the risk, but I feel like I need to say this because I had like a 727 referrals of people up under me in Tron. So there's 727 people in the world that got rug pulled that was directly up under me and up on the people I'm associated with. You know, I thoroughly apologize. I understand how this works. It's not my fault, but I took a loss just like everybody else did. Mm-hmm. My contract was set to give. I had at the bottom of my screen, I was supposed to get back like 180,000 Tron. Wow. I had like 40 deposits into that thing. You know,
and what's that? That's an extra $5,000 a month off of 100,000 right. Doggone Tron.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like I'm taking this L. I'm taking these uppercuts from Mike Tyson right along with you.
Right.
You know, I'm living and I'm learning too. Luckily, I'm a part of Unbroken Mindsets. If you're not a part, you need to be a part. And I'm surrounded by so many brilliant people to where, you know, they educate me on being able to do risk management. Right. So I took a loss, but I also came up because I took withdrawals and I left it there to make sure I wasn't left holding the bag, because some people reinvested their entire withdrawals, reinvested their entire contract over their first 200 days. And I would never recommend that, even if people decide to get in 2.0. Just like everybody was saying, we keep saying, take your money Take your profits, hold on to it. Let your contract expire. If you get into 2.0, my strategy would be every 10 days, every 8 days, withdraw. Withdraw. That way, if something does happen, you can hit that quick lick and you live to see another day. But to all the 727 people that came up under me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, don't lose faith in the crypto world. Don't lose faith in me or anybody I'm associated with, because we took losses too. And if we didn't believe in it initially, we would have never brought it to the table. But this is a learning experience for everybody that's on this call, for everybody that's in the comments. It's a learning experience. This is the first rug pull that I've been a part of. And probably anybody in Unbroken Mindset outside of Chris, this is the first. So I'm literally growing up in the crypto world and spreading the knowledge with you all. So just don't give up. Just be smarter with your investment. Be more and be more aggressive on taking profits. That's a better technology. Be more aggressive on taking your profits. And if something happens, you can live to fight another day.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, definitely. If you do decide to go to Troncase 2.0, you know what I'm saying, be mindful of what happened in Troncase 1.0. Also understand that, you know, people are not generally thinking like how you're thinking, right? So a lot of people are going to get their money and they're going to be gone. But there's going to be some people that want to squeeze every little piece of lemon juice out of it, and they're going to keep reinvesting. And I feel sorry for the guy who just said he was at the 800,000 Tron. That's a lot of Tron to lose, you know?
Wow.
So, yeah, that's a lot of Tron to lose. So I can imagine, the hurt that put on his pocket. But just make sure, you know, you're smart, pay attention to the red flags, join the community. The blockchain is transparent. Go in there and follow the transactions as we did on the first video. That's what we did. We followed the transactions. When you start seeing people pulling out a lot of money, then hey, that lets you know you should start getting ready to pull yours out.
If you want to learn how to follow the transactions, join Unbroken Mindset.
And you know what? To back up what you said, Frank. And Frank, I appreciate you saying what you said. And even though I never even thought about, you know, this was Frank's baby in the sense that we all got involved because Frank didn't get involved. We were involved because we all saw the vision,
the potential.
But understand this though, Frank hit on something very, very. I thought about it earlier, but you know, sometimes you get old, you forget stuff. But it came back to my mind. There were so many other people in the crypto space, especially in social media, YouTube and whatnot, that were also giving all kind of praise to Troncase. Like Troncase had such a solid review of different people who are very revered in the crypto space. People with big names, with big followerships, they were all saying great stuff about Troncase. So in the end, they had such great publicity and great push that they basically, that's part of the reason why they grew the way they did and was able to do this. Because when they did the rug pool, they took a lot of money with them. They took this pool. This was a great train ride. Like they made some loot, and so that was because everybody felt good about the project. So and that's why also I want to give thanks to Unbroken Mindset as a group, because the one thing I love about this group is that you guys fortify us with a mental strength to realize that hey, there's no amount of money you're not worth investing in yourself with. So even if you lost, never lose that drive to reinvest in yourself, because you are the greatest commodity you can ever have. So if you ever say you ain't worth investing in another way to earn passive income, then you've given up on yourself.
I just want to shout out Unbroken Mindset for the simple fact that, you know, if you're in this group, you won't be discouraged, because one thing that they practice and teach is how to read contracts, but how to do certain things. But the best thing that I love that they teach
is not to put your eggs in one basket. They have so many. We have so many different streams of different types of incomes or passive income that you can generate for yourself, and that's why I promote this group so much, because it's really life changing. But you'll have to take that leap of faith.
So I will say this, right? And I always say this when I'm teaching people like charts or options. Learn why you lost. So the reason we all took a loss was a smart contract. So guess what? Now we need to understand what a smart contract is. Now we need to, because we're not the best at doing it. Old boy did a video and he showed us some things that I was like, oh dang, I didn't know that. So I actually learned a lesson in one of the videos. But learn how to read a smart contract, and if you can, dive into some of that code because it's there. Learn to read the transactions on the blockchain. Learn to see which wallet is holding the most Tron. Because for the most part, if you get into a smart contract or even a coin or if one developer is holding majority of the coins, it's set up for a rug pull. So assess what you did wrong. Learn how to, if you're gonna get in crypto, at least learn from a high level how to look at a smart contract, or at least from a high level how to go through the blockchain, because it is there, and that's what I do like about crypto. It is really transparent. It's almost like being at the bank and being able to see how much, like which person is holding the most money at the bank. You don't know who it is, but you can see how much they're holding. You know what I mean? So that's what I like about it, and definitely learn from this. So like I said, if you struggle with smart contracts before, definitely pick up on your smart contract game. Because if you decide to do something like this again, before you even invest, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the smart contract and you're gonna look. You're gonna go to those creator wallets. You're gonna look who created this, what they invested. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would do it from here on out. But yeah, that's what I would do.
And tell them how they can learn how to look at those contracts, Mo, by joining Unbroken Minds.
But I mean, even if y'all don't, I appreciate that, Frank, and everybody else for putting us out there. And we do have a great team that helps educate people in cryptocurrency and options. But even if you don't join the group, do it for yourself. Because if you're going to get into this space, you don't want to take too many losses like this. So do it for yourself. And if you do decide to want to join the group, I think we do have a great group and a great team of people that can help you along the way. So I will say that. Because education is first amongst anything before you can really even invest in yourself. So you got to get the education first. And that's why we're doing this little Troncase 2.0 Part 2 review, just to shed light on it, you know what I mean, and make sure that the people don't just go in there and take the uppercut to the chin or the snap of the ankle like my guy McGregor did this weekend. So
yeah,
definitely be smart about what you're doing. Don't lose faith in what crypto has to offer, because it is life changing if you catch the right coin or you're investing in the right projects. So just be smarter about it. We all got hit in the face, so we bouncing back as well. You don't feel like you're the only one.
Yeah, that's the big thing, man. Don't get discouraged in the crypto world. Anybody that's in this world that's tried it, you're investing because you see the potential. You're investing because you want financial generational wealth. So, and it doesn't happen overnight. So don't give up, because think about it. Even if you got a 401k, they playing with your money every day. They're investing it. It could go to zero one day. The only thing I like about this crypto space is I have more control over my own finances. So, I mean, just don't give up. Keep reinvesting and read and research and do your own due diligence before you invest in anything. We offer those services to help you and guide you basically on the speed process or unbroken mindset. But at the same time, you still need to do your own due diligence. You still need to read up on and research your own investments at the same time. So I'm just saying, hey, I'm not giving up on it. I'm not giving up on crypto because I see the potential, and like I said, I've invested in crypto, and it has far exceeded my 401k plan that I've been investing in for the last 8-9 years. I've made more money in crypto in the last 6-7 months than I've made in 8 to 9 years in 401k.
That's right. So with the proper plan, you can definitely make some money. But if you're gonna do Troncase 2.0, yeah, be very, very cautious if you decide to do it. I don't think you should, but if you do, be very careful.
Yeah, I wouldn't get into it, but if you do, take profits whenever profits are able to be taken. Like, get them. Don't wait. Don't try to reaccumulate. Get them and be blessed and reinvest in something else.
Facts. But yeah, man, that's all we had wanted to touch on. I ain't know if D-Wiz had any more for us that he wanted to hit on before we jump off this thing. But we just wanted to, give you guys a heads up. Don't fall for the okie doke. You know what I mean? And if you do decide to go for the okie doke, make sure you do have a understanding of what you're gonna do.
Yeah, Mo, I didn't have anything. Just want to tell everybody we appreciate y'all listening in. And y'all be careful out there.
Yeah, for sure. And to me, Dundee, I don't see the difference. The only thing I see for the difference with 1.0 and 2.0 is they're trying to save face by starting it again. But I won't be bamboozled. you won't walk me into that. So it's really not a difference for real, man. I think it's gonna be about the same thing, same code, same outcome. 4 or 5 months later, it's gonna go down. It might give you a year. I thought at least Troncase will give you a year. It didn't give you a full year for real. It gave you about 5 months, 6 months. So
yeah, I think it was that. No, it was like 5 to 6 months.
Yeah, I think Troncase 1.0 is Troncase 2.0 is an extension of 1.0. But yeah, you guys, man, I just want to thank you guys for the time. Like I said, make sure whenever you take a loss, please assess why you taking that loss. What can you do better to bounce back from that loss? That's the only way you're gonna save yourself in the crypto game. What information are you lacking? Are you lacking understanding of the blockchain? Are you lacking understanding of smart contracts? And if you are lacking that understanding, go to the sources that you need, i.e. Binance Academy. That's one place that I went to read up on a lot of the stuff that I have knowledge of. So make sure you do your own due diligence. Don't just jump out there and gamble with your money, because I might be able to take a loss and not be hurt. Or you might be able to take a loss and not be hurt. But there's a lot of people out here that can't take that loss because it's going to hurt their pockets. So don't just blindly gamble with your money. Understand what you're doing with your money so you can make it work for you and make it flip. Make it flip for you. But yeah, that's all I had to say, man. This is a little thing that we do every day in Unbroken Mindset. We look at these platforms, we assess them, we give our opinions on them, and we move on. So we're gonna move on from this one on to the next. So thank you guys for your time.